And I say I'm just going to use the same custom mysteries for one more episode. Otherwise, let's just get into this one. Focus, Jordan, focus. I say that, and then I will proceed to not focus. But for timestamp's sake, as we get into Herald Medical History, Random Item Stats, Ayaka, second run we go, and hopefully I don't die anymore. Now, if this series ends up being really short, I mean, it's good to have a series I can focus on. That's what I know for myself for sure. Light, dexterity, second mystery, strength, knowledge, and maybe every single stat check. Is Ayaka though? We'll look at our random item stats before I decide. Still gonna use illegal den. The whole point of the series, as I'll repeat over and over again, is to use the same weapon, but I don't actually think we are in random item stats, right? Is this actually just base random item stats anyway? I'll take it. I mean, I need all the good luck I can get. I forgot to use the library notes before, but cleansing ritual. This is perm, by the way. So, let's see here. Yeah, as I mentioned this before, I'll mention it again because maybe it's been a while. But yeah, cleansing ritual for perm. Again, it's a perm-specific spell given to us by a perm pack of stuff. If you get branded immediately, that's one curse off the bat. I think there are at least 2 or 3 more. But we have Bulletin, Akamanto, Nails, Cicadas, and Encounters galore. So, if we can survive this run, we'll be perfectly fine. We're on a character-specific run, so we can choose to Ayaka it. And I will show you what I mean in a moment. But let me just decide on what order I want to do. I'd probably save story for third. Yeah, story for third. We'll take Akamanto now, that way you can rest later on. We get hallucinations immediately, but we are just gonna sit here until we get thing. We have Akamanto, so no need to take the gruesome totem. That's your quick advice for the day. But if you are going to get if you're going to get Akamanto's mask, but as we sit here and look for Blood Mania, like literally we're just gonna keep re-rolling this until we get Blood Mania, because it'll pay itself off. And if we get Doom Effigy right after, great. Otherwise, preferably we would get Eldritch Possession to avoid stat loss off of curses. Now, this is really bad RNG, by the way. But we have Akamanto. That's why I'm not really as scared to re-roll this many, many times. Now, this is not normal, by the way. By the 15th or 20th re-roll, you should get Blood Mania. If you don't, the run's probably in the garbage anyway. But we can at least immediately use Monument. So, let's see what I actually do here. We're still going to prepare to open up funds. I promise you all this Doom will be worth it because of the pain that might and may still be. Hold on, let me think for a moment. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. Just to grab another curse in the meanwhile. Normally I wouldn't do that, and that's because of my own. I'm basically betting against myself when I make that. And by that I mean I am betting that I'm going to be getting curses that might end up zero-statting me if I take basically double curses. And even just taking an extra curse for Ayaka, really, that's what you visit the tree for. You can grab funds or stamina or a spell if you want, but really it's just that you're getting a curse for Blood Mania. And so the reason I don't normally double up there is because I've gotten 2 flashbacks before, basically. And to make it really simple, I've died off of grabbing 2 curses off the tree. That's the A to equals Z statement that I'm making here. There's my first flashbacks, by the way. We're just gonna sit here and walk forward. I know I said to focus, but in this particular instance, I'm just curious. So I should not be, but this is not a real serious series anyway. So if I get punched by curses, then so be it, right? But otherwise, as we enter this, and I think we can one-shot Akamanto here with the power of Blood Mania. We still want to use the Katana, but we're trying to figure out what I can actually do here. So, Blood Mania scaling plus the Timeworn Katana at strong. So that would be minimum, just making sure. This would be 17 damage, so I should be able to handcuff immediately if I did that wrong. Okay, 17 HP, I'm right. But we immediately equip the Crestfallen Man. No, we don't need to, actually. Yeah, we can hold off on that. Normally, I would say to hold off on it, because if you're like me and you forget, bad things can happen. But otherwise, did we lose Bath, by the way? We did immediately lose Bath. But, I guess I'll decide what to do. So, if you don't know what just happened, I got 2 flashbacks. You know what? I'll do another run. Only on this channel. Now, that being said, I could have gotten rid of a curse. The whole point of playing Ayaka is that you don't get rid of curses. Now, again, that's why you get the necklace to, that's why you have a free curse removal to remove curses you don't want. But as we get Though 2 Medical History, All Perks Toshiaki, we went from Ayaka, one of my most hated characters for gameplay reasons, for myself only. On average, you'll be okay with Ayaka if you know what you're doing, but to the best character that I like to play as, Toshiaki. And you're going to see a world's difference. Now, that might just be my strategy, but Takshi-san? No, just Takshi. I'm not going to add this on for you. I'm just so salty right now. Second mystery, Dexterity Charisma, second encounter in the light check. Oh my goodness. That run actually was very survivable. I could have done at least 2 or 3 different things to help me survive. One of them being just forgetting a curse of flashbacks. The second thing being discarding flashbacks, because you can do that for 4 Doom. But I think, yeah, Ayaka cannot store her curse removal, so it's not like if you go 5 mysteries without removing a curse, you get 5 curse removals. You have to use them before the end of the mystery, or the start of the next mystery. You get the point. Anyway, Nails, Recluse, not Bulletin, Story, Cicadas, and Footage. So a close to identical run, except for Akamanto, we get Recluse, but we're Toshiaki, so we don't really care. And I was about to say, where's my Timeworn Katana? We have 3 knowledge, so I actually don't want to enter Recluse right now. I could, and just tank the reason damage in the face. Was there nothing in this cupboard, by the way? There was nothing in the cupboard. So, I think I'll still take Recluse second. If my reason is below 9, I will take probably Story here instead. So let's enter Nails, because the boss is stamina, so I don't have to worry as much about reason. Still could. You never know, but... yeah, off we go. We're actually going to visit the History Club really quickly. Hey, Fast Swimmer. And off we go. Yeah, this is a Toshiaki run. Now, I got really lucky with Fast Swimmer there, but I promise you, even without Fast Swimmer, Toshiaki does wonders for the brain. So, as we police station the school, and then move on with our lives, yeah, Ayaka's... I don't like playing as Ayaka. When she's great, she's great. When she's really bad... she's really bad, and that, to me, happens more often than not. So that's why I don't really like playing as Ayaka. Meanwhile, Toshiaki here, the book strap really helps him out. It does wonders. Without the book strap, I promise you, I would be losing a lot more Toshiaki runs. But because he has the book strap, then we're on the timeline where it's great. So, shrug. But you still have to know what you're doing. Toshiaki still runs the risk of 0-statting a lot easier than Ayaka. Unless you're unlucky as Ayaka like I am, and you double flashbacks yourself. Now again, so what I wanted to rewind and talk about a long time ago, or in this video, with Ayaka, is that if you go through all 5 mysteries, the chance of you getting double flashbacks, I'm pretty sure it's like less than 10% for certain. And if it's not, shrug, right? And with Perm, even more so, because I think are there Perm curses? I don't even remember, because I don't even know or remember if I've seen it before, but you get the point. There's a really low chance of doubling up on flashbacks, and even if you get 1 stack of flashbacks, you can react by getting rid of them. Now, if you get 2 in the same span, because you get 2 curses per mystery as Ayaka, yes, I'm gonna keep raging on Ayaka here, even though I'm playing Toshiaki, but it's important to talk about this. The reason why is because you can enter a mystery and get 2 stacks of flashbacks and die immediately because of 0-statting. Whereas opposed to Toshiaki, you would have to usually fail an event and then get a curse that basically 0-stats him, which isn't as likely to happen. So, shrug. I should have actually prepared the strong, but it's fine here. Now my question here is, yeah, I think we still handcuff this. So, off we go. Now, it's important that we... Oh my goodness, my body. It's important that you... Okay, got it out. It's important that you hit, for the Timeworn Katana here, that I'm hitting the attacks before I use the handcuffs, because I need to be able... I think I need more than 9 reason. I just made a mistake, maybe. But, yeah, you need more than... I want to hit every attack so that I can get experience with the Katana. That's what I'm trying to say. Again, all of this is pretty much self-explanatory by now, but in case anyone is only listening to me, I'm giving you a play-by-play about what's happening in the video. Otherwise, we have effectively negative 17% Doom right now. I might be doing math wrong. It's a bit into the night, and I've just been playing a lot of World where we have pals. But as we walk forward here, We should be okay. If we're not okay, I'm gonna be really, really weirded out by myself. Now we are on an all perk run, so we don't get Toshiaki's pages. But I promise you, Toshiaki needs his pages less than Ayaka needs Blood Mania, and that sounds funny because all I mentioned was Blood Mania. We could take Hot Bath here actually. Quick Thinking is nice, but I'm gonna assume, and usually I get a lot of use out of Quick Thinking. Funny enough, but I'm going to assume I'm not going to run into it. Is it read the letters? Well, doesn't matter. So, 10 reasons we should be able to survive here. If we can't, that's going to make me very sad. So, yeah, we should get 8 damage, because I have 4 knowledge right now. We are on medical history, right? So that's why I got tiny cuts. But we're Toshiaki, so this. Now, note that I got really close to dying there, so I actually need more. I think it was because I was taking extra damage, right? Thotu? Yeah, Thotu. Without a Thotu, I think we would have been fine. But we were almost not, so thank goodness it worked out. I was kind of just blindly moving forward. Story is third, by the way. It's going to be painful without it. Was the boss of Nails my second encounter? Well, we're Toshiaki, so we don't really care. That being said, I just walked into this encounter without really thinking, so we do need to brace into attack so we can try and survive. Yeah, this is not really, that was not really good for me to do, but maybe it'll be okay. If we hit one attack, we'll be okay here. Badly bleeding, unfortunately, is not as great, but we'll deal with it. We also now have extra bonus damage on the Katana, so that may help us out, but who knows, right? We do need to get rid of that though. So, I think funny enough we sell the stuffed toy. Now, if I get 2 flashbacks here, that's a really, really unfortunate set of events, but maybe we survive without it. Now what we do here is actually make use of our rests here because we have the Doom, we have the power, and that's why I'm not really as scared of story with Toshiaki, because I have the Doom to spare to just rest. Now that's not great because they're still losing Doom overall. No matter who I'm playing, that's a bunch of Doom to lose if I choose to rest, whether I'm resting as Toshiaki or Kyrie or even Aiko if bad things happen. But shrug, right? Let's see here. Brace still. Are we a little slower? Why are we a little slower? Is it because we have something? Badly bruised. That's lowering my strength. Anyway. Still want to brace here. Doesn't really matter. Now with this, I think we can... I'm going to take a gamble here. This might not work out, but if it does, we save a lot of HP. Also, now running shoes. I could take discipline. I could also take looting, but no. So off we go. I think I can still survive. With 7 stamina, 10 reason, we should be able to fight most things. And with 7 stamina, 7 reason, we should still be able to fight most things. Now, I wasn't as scared about stamina because we have the painkillers, but reason at 7, we should still, even though there's a ghost encounter, we should be able to, like, 3-shot it. Now we lose 6 all for it, but we can 3-shot it. If I throw something, I can probably do better. You know what? I'm actually going to throw the camera. Don't ask why throwing items works on Ghost gameplay, but yeah, that saved me 3 all, by the way. That camera saved 3 all. Now, could I have gotten more off of, you know, the small, basically power boost that I get, or power reduction to enemies that I get? Oh, I just realized I just walked into this. We have the painkiller, but I don't know if that's the best thing for me here. I think I need to hit all 3 of these. I said focus, and here I am not focusing. But it would take a lot of bad luck to really bungle this encounter, so yeah, now that's not great to see, but it's exposed ribs only. So now we can Desperate Prep Strong. Man, I love Toshiaki. A lot of that was due to the bookstrap, by the way. I promised you, without an extra attack boost here and there during that mystery, it would have been really, really bad for us. Did we ever get... No, we don't get the time... I didn't get the Restless bonus, so I probably should have just rested there. But we're at 20% Doom, effectively 0% Doom right now, and we have cicadas and footage left. We'll do footage now, and we'll actually just rest. Rip Restless bonus, but these are better than Lighthouse rest anyway, so whether I was going to rest at the Lighthouse or rest here, same amount of HP, but different circumstance, because, yeah. Anywho. My knowledge is at 3. We have running shoes, right? Yeah, we have running shoes. Let's just run. Now it would be great to have stealth, but we can make do. It's not like we have Toshiaki perks anyway. Actually, we're going to visit this mansion twice. But we should be okay. Weird collection, self-therapy, occult sign, weird collection it is. Strength, take the knife, take 2 stamina damage, but we'll be okay. And off we go. And is it basically the other way to mention this run as I'm autopiloting for the moment is I know a lot of Doom increases here and there, a lot more than I know Doom or stamina or reason decreases. So as we take stamina damage here, I remember some stamina or reason loss in events, but for the most part, it's mainly Doom that I am usually aware of. So. Yeah, now that being said, I didn't know that decreased reason, so I just picked the left option just to take it in the face. This, however, is either funds or Doom. So I'll take the funds. The Doom wouldn't have minded as much. So, reminder, we're at effectively 27% Doom right now. You know what? We're also in pain. So, let's see if we can guarantee this. We can, and we should be out next turn. If not, I can throw the Army Knife. I can probably option select the Army Knife. No, we don't even need to. So, how much damage are we doing? Oh, I can't tell because the bonus damage is not added. I could add the bonus damage to the bottom, but I feel like that's a bit too many messages, and I already tell you how much bonus damage you're doing, unless I bug things out, so shrug, right? Black hair. So I got 2 things there. What did I get? Forest tape. Oh, forest tapes and black hair. Anyway. I do have the medical kit. Do I have something I need to get rid of? No, not right now. So, cicadas it is. And hopefully we survive. Again, effectively at 27% Doom right now. 28% Doom now. But, let's see if we can't just go all out. So this should be all with bonus damage. If not, I'm going to go crazy. Yeah. Because, again, the game is not calculating the bonus damage I added to the Timeworn Katana through Perm. So I have to add that myself. So that's why I added this current bonus damage. Just so that you have a way to check on top of the number that the game shows you. And that's... In this way, it's a good thing because this is not included in Desperate Struggle, like all bonus damage is. So, I was going to say most of the time, but I think always. I can't remember. My mind is not working. I'm trying to survive at the moment. But, yeah, because you don't have to worry about bonus damage for Desperate Struggle, I can just read the number of basically the base damage of the weapon and calculate from there. And then Strong Attack is 50% of your base damage. So, just in case you don't want to look at what the game tells you on the bottom left-hand screen side of the screen. That being said, let's just rest here. No reason to take a risk. Let's just rest. Let's just rest. And off we go. We have painkillers, but you never know, right? A particular instance is fearful. When you take reason damage immediately and enter an encounter, you immediately die. So, I'm guessing it's because the game checks if you run out of basically HP somewhere and game over. Finds a game over state if you are in a game over state, like 0 stamina, 0 reason or below, or 100% Doom or above, things like that happen during the investigation. Well, you're right as between this that's happening and what shows up, whether it's an encounter or an event, it does a check. And because fearful apparently happens before that check, then I guess you end up dying. But that's not to say anything was coded wrong. That's just my observation on stuff. So I'm gonna feel free to just throw things and do damage in other ways, because with 2 bonus damage, basically we can work with whatever we get. You don't really need more than 3 bonus damage or above. It's nice to have, but you don't really need it, I feel. We took Recluse second, I believe. Now my second encounter, if we have it, is I don't remember. I'm going to guess it was the ghost boss of Nail. Sorry. But if it wasn't, so be it, right? We don't need to level up either. You know what? Just to see. Yeah, it would have been cool, but I think we already have fast swimmers, so yeah, we didn't really need it. So, Kabuki Killer? No, it was not. I fought something else beforehand. I'm pretty sure there's no way the roommate was... I feel like I fought something first. Anyway, if you know the answer, you know the answer. Otherwise, we're back to our second run. Or second, yeah, in the middle. 1 run down, 7 to go. So, yeah, without further ado, you know what to do. Not going to take up much more of your time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!